I just really challenged them to really just settle down and play our game. And, we talked about planning our work and working our plan and sticking to what has been good for us all season and really just focusing on the things that we do well. And I think, we came into this game and we were ready, but, we're very young. And I think that we got a very slow start. And I give Oregon a lot of credit. They jumped on us early. They did a great job. And they got us back on our heels.
Judy, can you just talk about the first to last shot in regulation? Looked like you were a little bit off balance on that layup.
Coach has just been getting on us the whole game about crashing the boards. Rebounds are really important. They're second chances on the offensive end. So when the shot went up, I just crashed the board.
Did you think it was going in?
Layups are really important, and I just tried to put it back up, and whatever happened, happened.
And Casey, can you talk about the first 2 minutes of the second half when you're down, I don't know, whatever, 16, 18 and a half time. The first 2 minutes, Mercedes gets 2, Ashley gets back-to-back threes, and all of a sudden, in 2 minutes, it's a 10-point game. Just totally changed the whole complexion of that game, right? Those first 2 minutes of the second half.
Right. First half, we weren't ourselves. We knew that we had to come out in the second half early and battle, and we had nothing to lose. We had to make up for points. We just attacked early, try to get back in it quick.
But after that big run when you guys tied it, they went back up by 9, and it seemed like you took over. You scored 9 straight at one point. What were you thinking during that point? I mean, it looked like momentum had slipped away from you guys again. Did you just decide at that point to take over?
Basketball's a game of runs, and it just the momentum went our way, and we capitalized on it.
You had a lot more help from teammates scoring the ball in the second half. Do you feel like that opened things up for you at that point? The fact that your teammates have been contributing a little more, that opened things up for you at all?
Definitely. They do a great job of stepping up, and if I'm double teamed, they're getting open. I'm looking for them all the time, and they've done a great job of stepping up, scoring-wise.
Casey and Coach, after the game, such a big deficit you came back from. You sort of just walked off like it was business as usual, no real celebration. Did you just expect to do this?
Well, we're at a situation where we really just focus on us, and we know that if we can compete at the end of the game, we have an opportunity to be successful. And I think that's what we talk about, is just putting ourselves in opportunities to be successful. So, we knew if we could do that, we could get it done, and I felt like that's what we did. I mean, they worked as hard as they could and just took it one play at a time, one possession at a time, and it worked out for us.
When you come back from that kind of a deficit, I mean, it has to mean something more than normal. When you prove something or made it, is this a turning point potentially?
We don't have anything to prove to anybody but ourselves, and that's another thing we talked about before the game and at halftime. And at first half we weren't proving anything to ourselves, and that's what I challenged them with, is that we've been in some ball games this year, some close ball games, some overtime games, and we've lost by 1 point. And I said, we just got to stay the course, and sooner or later one of these close games we'll be able to close out. And fortunately tonight we're able to do that.
Mommy, you left Mercedes in for a long time before fouls, and then she just took over the overtime. What did you say to her?
I said, I trust you. I trust you to get this done, and she told me that she would, and she said thank you, and we just played.
Casey, can you talk about you had that big basket after Mercedes missed the 2 free throws, but Herring had the rebound, but it looked like she just kind of lost, didn't know that you were there, or just kind of lost, not composure, but wasn't paying attention for a second, poked it in, got the stick back. Just talk about that a little bit, and then how big it is to always be ahead in the overtime, always making them play from behind.
Well, I feel like we had momentum going into overtime. That putback, I was just trying to stay straight up. I can't get foul trouble, and the ball poked out. I had to put it back up. So.
But did you see that it was? You went in there, that's kind of a chance of backcourt easy foul a lot of times. Tell me how it was. Just standing there, or?
I just grabbed it and put it back in. I wasn't worried about anything else.
And LeVon, how important is it to be playing ahead in the overtime? When you had Washington that other overtime game, they got up. They were always 2 ahead even, just to get just that little, even a 4-point break where you're up more than one possession.
Possession is the key, and I knew at that point that we were winning the possessions. I had no idea what the score was. I knew we were winning the possessions, and I knew at that point that we were doing what we needed to do on both ends of the floor. And we are a team that we have to be playing through our defense in order to score. And I thought we did a good job of that in the overtime position.
And the second half, too.
Second half, I thought we did okay at that. I feel like if we'd have gotten some rebounds early, we would have been able to maybe close it out sooner, and we didn't. And it was a very very good basketball game, and we just beat a very good team in a very tough place to play, and we were able to close it out, and very fortunate to do that.
You coached a long time before. Do you remember coming from 20 down to win a game on the road?
Not on the West Coast.
I mean, had you done it at Illinois, or I'm not sure at Duke you were never 20 down. So, but at Illinois or at ETSU?
No, I don't remember.
How much of a growing experience is this for you guys? You say you don't have anything to prove, but to come into a hostile environment and the Civil War, arguably the biggest rivalry.
Right. Well, we don't have anything to prove to anybody but ourselves. And every time we have a ball in our hand, whether it's in practice or in a game, we grow. I mean, we are very, very young. We have one player that has any Pac-10 experience or game experience, and she's sitting right here. And so anytime that we have a basketball in our hand, we have the ability to grow. And we talk about that, and I challenge them. Let's get better today. Let's get better at this. Let's work at this. And I push them. And, that's the key is people really want to be pushed to be the best that they can be. And I'm just very thankful that I have a group of young women that embrace that.
So what did you prove to yourselves today?
We proved ourselves that we can battle back. We proved ourselves that if we play as a team that we can be successful. We proved ourselves that if we work our plan and plan our work that we can be successful as well, and that even though you're down, you're never out.
Did you do anything in particular defensively different in the second half to force all those turnovers, extend the defense, or go out trying to put more pressure on them?
I think we tried to put more pressure on them, and we had to be careful because we were in foul trouble, and I think we did a good job of doing that without fouling, pressure without fouling, and they did a good job of that toward the end of the game.
Can each of you talk about how this carries over into Sunday?
Well, we got to turn around and play this game again at our place, and certainly we're not going to forget what transpired today, and they're not going to forget what transpired today, and they're going to know us, and we're going to know them, and this is back-to-back situation, and you just got to do the best you can to make it work.
Judy, your first Civil War, and Sunday's game too. Your thoughts on that?
It was a lot of fun coming out here and playing in this environment, and we're just looking forward to being able to do it again on our court.
Casey, ever been you've been playing longer than anyone else on this team. Have been part of a game like this? Anything that could?
Not that I remember. It's my first win on that court, so I'm very pleased to go out with that. And like Judy said, we just got to come get them on Sunday.
Anything else?
Will you make any adjustments, or you know each other too well, you don't need to make adjustments?
Oh, we need to make adjustments with ourselves. There's no question about that. And we'll work on that, and we'll get back to the drawing board and see what we can do, and just focus on who we are. That's all we can do.